Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Battle, petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that's funky, dip about my face, wearing that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Mike, 34. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Let's go, 8.
Hey, 74.
Mike, 34.
Push him back.
Play action. Now wins.
I got you, punk.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What we got? 34 is the mic.
List 5-7.
Trash. That's trash.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Wentz.
Big series right here. We gotta
escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
4-4's the mic. Mike.
4 Tokyo.
All day, punk. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Now Wentz.
You think you gonna get this?
Steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Check him.
Watch the pass. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
What? 180. 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 27 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Hey, I'm coming.
Lion. Safety creep.
Out.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
34, Mike 34.
Hey, come on, oh.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 34.
On play action, Wentz.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. There he goes, right side.
Get off the field.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded. Like a lawn chair.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Hey, under 10. Empty.
Check it out.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
Run.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here I come. 34's the mic. Check.
Hey, check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Mike 34. Scoop. Watch the run. 34's the mic.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
120.
They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Swift on the counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Goff a handoff here to Swift, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Right back to Swift again on second down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the
open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Wentz.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Keep playing hard.
Check him.
I got it.
Hey, Rip 5-2, hot here.
Mike 34. Scoop.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Great 57.
Any day. Fofo's the money.
Now Wentz.
Watch the slant.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Check, 59.
Rabbit.
Value 3.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Goff. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
180.
They'll run the draw here with Swift, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check. Mike, 50.
Goff on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Hey, check.
From the 50, it's Goff.
I'm coming.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Whirling. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Badgley's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Hold on. Check.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flush to his right. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz.
All day, just like that.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Hey, we are.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. To throw, it's Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Bring it to you. Ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Hey, me and you all day.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great 15. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Come to my world. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw, Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's go, baby. We turn over. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now he dumps this off over the middle and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Hey, grade 15, grade 15. 3 down. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Wentz now to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Wentz to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
44, Mike, 42.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's see what you got.
Goff steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Value 3. Value 3. He's coming. Go. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Here we go on 4th. Goff eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ricky. Sunday.
Let's go,
Now Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Focus, defense, focus.
Mike 34. Mike 34. Scoop. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw.
Give me some. Here we go.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
There it is. There it is.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Black 20. Woo! Super 1.
Check. Fresno.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete as time has run out in this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You are the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on a sign, nah, I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Mike's 59.
Good job right there. No gain on this defense. No.
Check.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Check. 47. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
47's the Mike. 47's the
5'9". All day, baby, all day. Mike's 47.
Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum tackle.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Forced out to his left. He completes this to Cole Turner. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
36.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Quit talking about it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
Let's go, Great.
That's a gain of 3.
Let's buy 7.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
49.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
Hey, defense, let's go.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball.
On first down, right back to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice hit, boy.
From the 31, Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Mike's 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Mike, check.
59. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike's 5'9".
Play action. Now Wilson.
Check me out.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Let's bring it.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Mike's 47.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
49's a Mike.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twist.
Watch twist.
Twist 5-7.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andrew Beck in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
I got him. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Here we go.
Check the back.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Four down. Alert.
They'll run with Gibson. 69 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. On play action, it's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson.
He's coming, double up.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Hey. 4 down.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Check, 47.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Montez Sweat with a tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll roll him out right. He's got it to Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
49. Come on.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 47.
To throw, it's Wentz. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mike, check, 59.
They go play action with Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Mike's
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check 47. Check Mike 47.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
No, off. 5-7.
Wentz gonna throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
Army. Hey, empty. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Tighten up. Man, 5-7.
Slam.
Wentz to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Watch
49.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
No.
They scared. He's crashing.
87.
You go tight. You got tight. Right there.
Shift. Sunday.
49.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
49.
5-9.
It's going to be a long day.
Check 37.
Showing 8.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Watch the safety creep.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, CD, they went with the aggressive play call, taking a shot downfield here on the first drive of overtime. Unfortunately for them, it backfires with the interception.
Yes, that aggressiveness sometimes comes with a price tag, doesn't it? You take the big shot downfield, trying to end the game right here, but they were ready for it, made the play, and now they have their opportunity to come down and kick a field goal and get this one over with.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Great 15, great 15.
Now a play fake. Wentz. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Mike's 49.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
It's
Touchdown, Washington. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I